Okay, guys, 8 o'clock, time for us to get started. So, welcome to the call. Excuse me. Cough still here as ever. It is getting better, so I'm not going to be choking and spluttering as much. However, you're not going to have to listen to it anyway because I'm not going to be doing the presentation. Instead, I'm going to be handing you across to a guy who I met now just a little over 6-7 months ago. He is Chairman 500, Chairman, promoting you, Chairman 50 with this company. He's on his way to Chairman 500 with the company. But he's from Salt Lake City in Utah. His name is Brandon Boyd. Brandon, over to you, my friend.
First of all, you just used the law of attraction there. You added a 0 to my ranks, so now the check's got to be on the way. I'm going to hold you to it. I'm
Absolutely.
the company. Roger said it, so send me the check.
Okay, no problem.
He is right. I am actually on my way to Chairman 500. I tell people all the time that the next time that you see me, we're going to have to actually add a digit to my rank. And so, guys, super excited to be here. I want to respect your time. I know that everyone's in a different situation with what's going on in the world, but what I've been telling people is there's so much good that's going on. Whatever we focus on expands. Where attention goes, energy flows, right? So if we're focused on the problems, we're going to continue to attract more problems to our life. But if we're focused on solution, I always think win-win. I think solution first. Then I really believe that more of that will continue to come to us. And I believe that we have a solution from our cell phones and computers that can absolutely change your life. So I'm married, got 6 kids, live here in Utah in the USA. Been truly blessed for many years now. Haven't had a W-2 paycheck since 2004. I worked for a little tiny company by the name of eBay, little company. That's the last time that I actually had a check from somebody. And since that time, I've really been able to do my own thing. I've traveled all over the world. In fact, I think the only place I haven't been to now is really Africa. So I feel extremely grateful to have this opportunity to share what I'm getting ready to share with you. This changed my life. And I promise you this, I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I'm not a long-winded person. I like to get straight to the point and respect your time. So I'm going to do a share screen with you here. Once you can actually see my screen, put a yes inside the chat. And the reason why I like to confirm is because a couple of years ago, I did an entire presentation and did not realize that they couldn't see my screen the entire time. How embarrassing, right? There was another time when I did the entire presentation and I was on mute. And they kept saying, Brandon, you're on mute. And I didn't know. And I was like, this is the best presentation I've ever given. And they did not even hear a word, right? So I just want to start off by asking you guys a question here. And by the way, with the questions that you do have, go ahead and put them inside the chat box. I'm going to answer those at the end. I'll have Roger facilitate that. What if you could take advantage of the largest financial market in the world? And you're thinking to yourself, what is the largest financial market? When I ask this to most people, they actually believe that it is the stock market. And the reality is it's actually the exchange markets. Specifically, let's talk about the foreign exchange market known as Forex, which according to a recent statistic, I saw this back in October, does over, and this came from Bloomberg, $6 trillion a day. Think about that. That is longer than your phone number with the area code included. All right. And in fact, some of you have even longer phone numbers because you live in these other countries. You got really long phone numbers, right? So you're talking about $6 trillion a day. The stock market does about $22 billion. So think about that. You have the Niagara Falls versus a water bottle. So what that means is that you have a great opportunity to actually be able to have success in these markets and actually make money. So I'm going to show you how to do that because I want to show you how you can actually capitalize on that to your benefit. Because at the end of the day, you're going to ask yourself, what's in it for me? Like, what's this going to do to change my life? I don't want to talk about the details. I don't want to focus on the features. I want to focus on the benefits and rewards of what this can do. Number 1 is time freedom. Number 2 is debt freedom. Number 3 is financial freedom. And when I say this right now, boy, this is needed more than ever at this time. So how can you get your piece of the pie? Well, first, you need to understand how currency trading works. And I really make this easy. I like to take stuff that is quite complicated and break it down, make it digestible where the average, normal, everyday person can understand it. So let's say that I left the United States and I went to Germany. when I get to Germany, in order to make purchases, I actually have to exchange my US dollar, which is what we use here in America, for what is called the euros out in Europe, right? And that's what they would use specifically in Germany. Now, if I then leave Germany and I go to Mexico, I then have to exchange my euros for what's called the peso, because that's what they use in Mexico. And so this, in its simplest form, is how foreign currency works. The value of the currency of each country changes all day long, 24 hours a day. If I were to show you my phone right now, the numbers are moving all day. Like every second of the day, the numbers are going up, down, up, down, up, down. And so this means the money that you exchange could actually be valued higher by the time that you exchange it back for your original US dollars. But here's the problem. Most people don't have the time or money to travel around the world exchanging money. So we've made it easy. You can trade the currencies right from your phone or computer, and through following strategies that we have put together, you have the opportunity to make money all day as much as you want. All right, I'm going to show you how this works. First, we teach and educate you through what's called Go Live. I believe that this is the best service that our company offers, is Go Live sessions on how to trade Forex and also digital currency from over 100 plus educators. It's in 14 languages. It's all throughout the day and night. And my opinion is this: I believe that we are the #1 exchange market education platform in the world. So this means that you can actually plug in day and night, part-time or full-time. I realize a lot of you right now might be part-time. In fact, probably for some of you, it might be full-time. You're thinking, Brandon, I just got let go 2 weeks ago, right? And so this is kind of a pain point. So now this can become a full-time thing for you. You can learn how to trade in the largest financial market in the world. What's people's dominant thought right now? Well, for some, it might be the virus, right? But maybe another dominant thought is, I need money. People who are like, oh, money's not important, their dominant thought is, I need more money, right? And so if you're not sure how to trade, but let's say that you want to capitalize on being able to see results right away without any guarantees, we actually have a copy and paste system. In fact, I'm actually going to show it to you here. Let's go to, let me show you one of our services that we have. And I'm going to do, let me just make sure I get this on desktop. Here we go. Okay. So one of our services that we have is called Vibrata. It is the web analyzer you see here at the top. This is one of the services that we provide. And basically, we have strategies that we use using this particular tool. And on your left, you're going to see what's called trade ideas. Here's what's awesome. We have educators that will send trades to your phone. You'll get a notification, all right? And it'll say who it's from, like Dr. Kathy in this case. She says which one she's going to trade. She then gives you the take profit. So that would be an exit point of the trade. And then there's a stop loss. Let's say that that trade went against us. Let's say that we put in a trade and for whatever reason, it did not go in the direction that we were hoping for, right? It'll actually exit. So while you're asleep or at work, it'll actually take you out of the trade automatically. There's actually nothing that you need to do. So here's how this works. You actually get these trade ideas and they will pop up at different times of the day or night. And you can actually get in these trades and you simply copy and paste what the educators give to you. It's very simple because all you're doing is basically taking the information that they have and putting it in. You're just basically putting in those numbers just like I showed here. So it's amazing. And then if you want to learn the skill of how to become a trader like us, we will actually teach you how to do that. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go back to the slides here so you can see it. So that part is really, really powerful because when a person first gets in, frankly, most people, they've never actually done this before. And so step one is I tell them, just copy what we do. We'll show you how this is done. And then if you want to learn the skill, we will teach you that as well. Okay. Now, we also teach, if you have the desire, how to become an affiliate, where you can start the process of getting paid to simply share this with others by having them watch maybe a video, or they can attend a webinar like you guys are watching right now. And we even do live events around the world in person. And so the way this works is by enrolling customers into our academy, a company called I Am Mastery Academy will pay you a commission, even an ongoing commission, as those customers remain subscribed to the academy. So look at it like they're going to a university. Even though that this is not a university, it is an academy. They stay subscribed to that. The company will actually continue to pay you. And what this does is it not only creates more income, but it's going to give you more money to trade with. And that way you can actually compound the money that you are trading, just like interest. All right. Now here's a simple breakdown. Let's say that you shared I Am Mastery Academy with someone and they enroll. You're going to get a $25 fast start bonus. That's not going to make you financially free, but I want you to watch what starts to happen. Okay. Let's say that you shared it with a second person on social media. The company is going to now pay you, or in fact, they're actually going to take your subscription you have and give it to you for free. And so that means you have even more money to trade with, because now the money that you'd actually be putting out for your academy on a monthly basis, you can now actually put in your trading account and actually grow that money. Okay, so this is powerful. It's called 2 and Free. Now, even better, you share it with a third person. You can upgrade to become an affiliate. The company now pays you $150 on a monthly basis as those 3 customers are subscribed. Now, here's what naturally starts to happen. As people see the value, and that's the key, they see the value and they make money trading, they may start to share the program with other people on social media. And as they do so, your customer base is going to grow. So let's say that those 3 duplicated what you did. They share it with 3. You now have 12 customers. That means the company is going to pay you $600 per month on a residual basis. How many of you could use an extra $600 right now? Go to the chat, type in 600. Okay. $600 a month right now would definitely be saving some families bacon, if you know what I'm saying, especially because we're all across the world. $600 a month is a full-time income to some people. All right. I was just on a webinar a little bit ago with people from Latin America. They're making $200 to $300 a month. So this is a big deal. Now, here's the thing I love about it. And you need to understand this if you're seeing it for the first time. You do not have to sell anything. Why? Because people can make money without having to tell anyone about the program. Yet that's exactly what starts to happen. They cannot not talk about it when they're making money. They just naturally share this with others. I've actually said for a number of years, one of the reasons why people do not have success with any type of affiliate program is that they're doing what is unnatural to them, which is to sell, to teach, to close, to train, and those kinds of things. You do not have to do that here. Let's say that those 12 shared it with a few. You now have 30 customers. You're paid $1,000 on a monthly basis as those 12 customers are active. All right. And when I say active, that just means that they're just active on their subscription. Now, this is where it starts to get crazy. I was just on a call with one of our Chairman 500. I just traveled with him for about a month. And let me show you kind of how this works and why that's important. 75 customers is going to pay you $2,000 a month. 225 customers, $5,000 a month. 500 customers, $10,000 a month, and so on and so forth, all the way up to over 6 figures monthly. Which, by the way, we actually have several. In fact, not even several. We have actually quite a few who are doing over 6 figures on a monthly basis. All right. In fact, the guy that I was just traveling with and just on the phone with, he is currently making over $600,000 on a monthly basis. In fact, he's ready to hit Chairman 750. We have several ready to do that. And so they're actually going to have to create a new rank because we are smashing ranks. Our company is exploding all over the world. So it really is a tremendous thing. And keep in mind, this is money that you're making on top of the trading. This is extra money. This is passive income, which we know from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad is something that you guys want to put yourself in. Think about it right now. How many people would love to have passive income who have just gotten let go from their jobs? I assume it's probably about 100% of you could really use some of that passive income, right? So you're probably wondering, Brandon, it sounds great, but how much is this going to cost me and how much time do I have to put into it? And so that's a great question. Here's a simple answer. As far as time, as little or as much as you want. So if you want to copy and paste our trade ideas, it's going to take you about 5 to 10 minutes per day. and it's 100% worth it. So the time thing is not a concern. Now, as far as the cost, I recommend starting with the platinum package. It's at the very top. It's a one-time fee. It's $234.95. There's no contract. You're not locked into anything. The monthly is $174.95. It is month to month. Again, no contract. And what's awesome is you can actually get rid of that two ways. You can refer to customers. You can get it free. Or number two, you simply make more money trading than you pay for the package price. And here's one thing that I actually tell people is that you don't need to worry about the month. In fact, if you're worried about the monthly fee, here's what I tell people. You need to do what we're doing. If the monthly fee is a worry to you, number one, that means you don't see the value. Number two, if you say, I can't come up with the money, then that's why you need to get started. It's because if you can't come up with the money now, I guarantee you more than likely, if I were to contact you 6 months from today, you probably still would not have the money. Now, here's a cool thing. Company gives you a 7-day money back guarantee. So if you decide that this is not for you, no sweat. Contact the company, cancel your subscription, turn it off, no more charges. All right. Remember, you're not investing in the company. You're investing into yourself. You're investing into your future. If you don't have money working for you and you're only working for money, you're in trouble. And some of you know what I'm saying right now with what's going on, right? If you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will probably work until the day that you die. I've got 3 simple rules. Number 1, make money. Number 2, use the money to make more money. Number 3, repeat the process. Remember, those who are well off, they don't work for money. Money works for them. You guys have got to put yourself in a position where you say, you know what? No more being in the land of struggle. I'm going to get in Decision Valley and get out of Hesitation Hill. I'm going to get out of self-pity estates, right? And put yourself in a financial position where you say, you know what? The next time that this kind of thing comes around, which we know that this kind of thing is going to come around again, I'm going to put myself in a position where my family is taken care of, right? People say that money is not important until they run out of money. Money is not important until they lose their job. Money is not important until they get divorced and no child support. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need to have the money, but you need to have time freedom as well, which means you need passive income. And this is the stuff that we teach. So with that, Roger, I'm going to turn it back to you. Number 1, I want you guys to put questions in the chat box that you have that kind of popped up in your mind as I went through here. And number 2, Roger, go ahead and facilitate any thoughts or questions that you want to bring up at this time as well.
Great, thanks for that, Brandon. Appreciate the presentation, first of all. Interesting to see a different presentation from you. And it's sort of put things across in a very simple and a very clear manner. There's a couple of things that I do want to mention, because I know there are people on this call that are looking at this for the very first time. And there are some things that we say that we take for granted because this is our business, but doesn't necessarily mean an awful lot to people who are watching this for the first time. So the first thing, Brandon, can you just explain what the significance, I introduced you as Chairman 50, going on for Chairman 500. Can you introduce the significance of the rank of Chairman?
Yeah, so Chairman 50 means that you earn a minimum of $50,000 on a monthly basis that is paid for by the company, and you're paid weekly. But with all the bonuses that I receive that go along with that rank, because they pay you what's called an infinity bonus every month. It's a 1% override on the subscription. So I make about $58,000 a month. Now, the next rank that I'm going to hit, which I'm actually working on right now, is Chairman 100. Chairman 100 on a monthly basis with all of the bonuses pays about $120,000 a month. It is residual. Now, keep in mind, it does not count the money I'm making trading. The trading is one stream of income. The affiliate side is the second stream of income. And we're talking all these years, you need multiple streams of income. Yet what do most people got? They got their job income. And that job income is gone. Where's the multiple streams of income, right? So I got my trading income. I've got my business income. I've got my traditional retirement. I have my crypto money. I've got a crypto wallet, a portfolio going. So you got to create these streams so that when this kind of stuff happens, your right size, your downsize, and all that kind of stuff, that you put yourself in a position where, you know, you can get yourself ahead and stay ahead. So that's the significance. It is a lot of money, but I am going to tell you this, where I'm at right now compared to where I'm going to be by the end of this year, I'm going to make it look like I was on government assistance. I told Jamie, we're going to look back and say, man, you remember back in March of this year, how broke we were? Look at where we're at now. That's what I love about what we have, because there is no ceiling on what we're doing. There's no ceiling to our income. The only ceiling that you have is in your own mind.
Now, here's the next thing that sort of sprang on from that. A lot of people that are watching this say that sounds like a huge amount of money, but I don't know how you do that. Now, right now, this week is a very special week, because this week we have our Chairman Bootcamp calls, and we're just nearly halfway through that. Can you tell people what we're teaching people this week?
Yes, we just had that call. I was on it myself, and I've been on all 3 days. And what we're doing is we're teaching people the details as well as the mindset of what it takes to make this kind of income. And here's what's cool. The two people that are actually running the Chairman Bootcamp are both together Chairman 500, which means they are making a minimum of about $600,000 on a monthly basis. And that is residual. So they're teaching kind of the ins and outs of how to actually build the affiliate side of our company. And so today we just completed day 3. It's going to be 7 days. You guys are actually welcome to attend our Chairman Boot Camps there for 4 more days. It is completely free. So it's a great time to be involved.
Yeah, and there are videos of the first 3 days so people can catch up.
Correct.
Okay, the only other thing that I wanted to touch on then, given all of that, is that I don't know what your situation in North America. Here in the UK, we've been told now we've got to stay in our house. And around the world, we're hearing the same story pretty much from everywhere. You've got to stay in your house. Only essential people going to work. Other than that, we're not allowed to go out to the shops apart from to buy groceries and to go to the pharmacy. A lot of people have got a lot of dead time on their hand right now. This is an ideal opportunity to fill that time, because I've got friends of mine phoning me up. I had friends phone me and tell me they didn't want to stop going to work because their wives and daughters were going to drive them crazy if they were at home with the wives and daughters 24/7, which amused hell out of me. But people can use this time to learn something that can benefit them when this coronavirus situation comes to an end, because this is a temporary thing. I know it's bad for a lot of people, but like everything else, this too will change. This will come to an end. We got a chance to learn out of this.
Yep.
So we have a tremendous opportunity for people to learn right now and capitalize on this. And as you said at the beginning, excuse me, during your presentation, a lot of people are going to come out of this needing to maybe think of a change of direction. Maybe some jobs won't exist. Maybe some people are going to need some different ways. So we've got a lot that we can take advantage of right now. So guys, appreciate Brandon's time. That was tremendously helpful. As Brandon's just said, we have our Chairman Chairman Bootcamp call tomorrow evening again at 6 p.m. So if you're looking at this for the very first time, you want to join us today, get back to the person who invited you onto this call, tell them you want to get started. Then tomorrow night at 6 p.m., get onto your first Chairman Bootcamp call. And we will show you how you can achieve the kind of numbers, excuse me, this cough. We're going to show you how you can achieve the kind of numbers that Brandon's been talking about in a remarkably short space of time with a little bit of focus and a lot of assistance. And we'll give you all the assistance that you need. Now, after that call tomorrow night, we have another call at this time, 8 p.m. UK time. It's going to be a very, very important call. It's going to be another training call. But in addition to the training call, we're going to tag something else into it, because Simon Brooks and myself spent this afternoon on a very, very important call with one of our master traders, Tyrone Foster. And we have a big announcement tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. So you need to be on that call to find out some very, very important information that's going to affect your trading, excuse me, and it's going to affect your ability to earn money right now, day one. Well, day one from after tomorrow, straight away, but earning money every single day, trading Forex, and following the simple steps that we're going to give you. So guys, before I cough my way all the way through the night, I'm going to wrap this up right now. Get back to the person who invited you on this call. We'll see you again tomorrow evening on the chairman calls and on a training call, and we do this call again so that you can share it with other people at the same time next week. We'll see you then, guys. Bye, everyone.